What's up, Warhams? Welcome to the third episode of my 9th edition Crusade campaign. We got a new army entering the fray and a new player to the channel. Chris has some excellent looking minis. If you'd like to get a closer look, be sure to follow him on Twitter. The information is in the description. Let's get to Warhamming. So we're playing with Chris and his Genestealercults today, and this is a 50 power level game of Recon Patrol. It is a search and destroy deployment, and there are 4 objective markers placed on the battlefield. You get 5 points if you control 1 or more objective markers. You get 5 points if you control 2 or more objective markers, and you get 5 points if you control more objective markers than your opponent. The objective markers have to be 6 inches from any battlefield edge and more than 9 inches from another objective marker. There's also an action that we can do called Recon Sweep, and the way it works is 1 unit from your army can start the action at the beginning of your movement phase if it is wholly within a table quarter that has not already been recon swept. Another thing about this mission is that half the total number of your units have to be placed into strategic reserve. And when you want to start bringing those units onto the battlefield, you have to take a reserve test on the first and second turn, and on a 4-up the unit arrives, otherwise it remains in strategic reserves. You get 5 points after you've recon swept twice, 15 for doing it 3 times, and 45 points for doing it 4 times. The victory bonus for this mission is that the victor gets to select 2 units to be marked for greatness instead of 1. My army composition is the same as it was in the Crusade card update. If you haven't seen that, you should check that out here. Except I've swapped out my las cannons for a unit of mortars, and it'll be this unit of mortars first battle. So now we'll get on to Chris's army composition.
Yeah, so we have Warlord today is the Patriarch, and I've given him, spent 1 RP to give him preternatural speed, so he always fights first, or he fights as if he's always charging. We've got an Abominant in here. He's a second HQ choice, and I've given him the Relic Mark of the Clawed Omnissiah, which gives him 4-up invulnerable. Third HQ is my Magus, who I've spent 1 RP to give him Cult Psyche so he can cast 2 powers. For elites, we've got the trusty Kelemorph, just comes as is. I've got a unit of Genestealers. This is 8, so it's kind of technically an understrength unit, because there should be 10 for that RP, but that's what I got painted. We've got a Goliath Rock Grinder as my heavy support, and then 3 units of troops. So 1 unit of Acolytes with Mining Laser, Seismic Cannon, Grenade Launcher. 1 unit of Acolytes, Mining Laser, Seismic Cannon, Grenade Launcher, and Weber. And then 5 hybrids with the Rock Saw and Hand Flamers and Bone Sword, and Lash Whip.
So here we are after deployment. I have put my infantry squads up front here, hoping to move out onto these objectives and maybe start shooting and figuring out what these blips are. So I've got this objective over here that I'm going to move to with this infantry squad, and I've parked my mortars here on objective something. I can't see what it is, but I've got 2 mortar squads there with my company commander, hoping to rain hellfire down. And then the 6 units I kept in reserve was my tank commander, my demolisher tank, my Primaire Psyker, Commissar, and conscripts, and my Ministorum Priest. So, Chris, what all did you do?
And I have 5 blips on the table, as is my right for GSE. So they are down there at the moment, and they'll be revealed after your movement phase.
Yep. So we picked our agendas, and I'll show those to you now. So we'll start the first turn. Chris has decided to go second, so we'll kick off the movement phase. So here we are partway through the movement phase. I advanced both of these infantry squads here. Trying to move over to this table quarter and secure this objective. Advanced this infantry squad up and actually reached the objective, but I don't want to clear the building yet so they can be shot at. And I performed the recon sweep action with my company commander here. So I've got one action down, and now I'm going to roll for my strategic reserves. So I'm going to roll for my tank commander. He's coming on. My demolisher tank, not coming on. My conscripts, they're not coming in. Commissar, not coming in. Minister and priest as well. So my primary psyker and my tank commander have come on. They've propped right here on the board edge, ready to start shooting in on them. So now we'll move on to the psychic phase. So my primary psyker can now cast 2 psychic powers with his upgrade. So I'm going to cast Night Shroud on this infantry squad here behind the ruins. So Night Shroud goes off on a 6, if you'd like to deny.
Yes, we'll certainly try.
Yep. So you deny it. Mental Fortitude, which will make that infantry squad fearless. Goes off on a 9.
I'll try and deny it.
9. Alright. Good thing I didn't pick Lord of the Warp this time. Alright, so now we'll move on to shooting. So I'm going to start with orders. I'm going to do take aim to my mortars, and on a 4+, they'll be affected by another order. So they will be affected by bring it down, which is reroll 1s to wound.
Okay.
And then on a 4+, the other mortar squad will be affected. So they will be affected as well by take aim. So 3d6 number of shots. Jeez. So is it 17? So the mortars will be firing in 17 shots onto the pure strain Genestealers. So 4s, re-rolling all misses. And then strength 4. Toughness 1, I think.
Toughness 4, I think. 5.
So the mortars have shot at the pure strain Genestealers, and they have 5 wounds.
And what's AP?
AP 0.
0. So normally on a 5-up save, +1 for cover. You don't need more cover, right? So 4 ups.
Wow.
All but 1.
Cool. So just 1 dead. Alright, so I'll issue my second order to the mortars. It'll be whichever one they weren't affected by. So they'll be re-rolling all misses and 1s to wound. So number of shots. So 9 shots. Misses. 4s, re-rolling 1s. So the second mortar squad has scored 4 wounds on the Genestealers. Jeez.
Oh, all of them say Genestealers.
My tank commander is going to fire all of his weapons at the Genestealers here. So it'll be. He counts as having moved since he came on with strategic reserve, so only gets to fire once, and he's going to give himself the order to reroll 1s. So the Punisher is wounded 10 times against the Genestealers.
Well, that's pretty respectable.
Now I'll shoot his heavy stubber, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. That fell out. Alright, so 1 hit. Strength 4. It's 4, so 4s. Nothing. So 9 heavy bolter shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s.
Ooh,
all of them wounds. So 6 wounds. AP -1.
-1. So they're on a 5-up. So make 2 and lose 4, which is squad wiped.
That's last of my shooting.
So the Goliath rock truck moved up 10 inches, ready for the face down with the tank commander. Everything else stayed still. And then we're rolling for our units to come on from strategic reserve. So for the hybrids, nope. For the acolytes, Yes. For the Abominant, no. And for the Kellamorph, yes.
So the Kellamorph has appeared right here on this battlefield edge, and what are these guys called? Bird Brothers?
The Acolytes.
The Acolytes have appeared in the crater. So it looks like we're going to battle over this objective right here.
Okay. So Psychic. We're going to start with Undying Vigor on my Acolyte unit over there.
Okay.
So he gets +1 to cast because of Cult of the Psyche. So
That's
goes
a
off on an 9.
9. Okay. What does Undying Vigor do?
So that basically gives him a 5-up feel no pain.
Okay. I might try to deny that.
Okay.
So I need a 9 or higher. Ugh, close.
And then we're gonna cast Smite. We're gonna go old school. We're kicking it old school, so it goes off on a 6.
So that's against my tank commander.
Yes, probably. So oops. D3 mortals
For 2.
for 2.
So it's down to 10 wounds.
We're going to cast Mental Onslaught from the Patriarch onto the tank commander, which goes off. And basically, this is a leadership contest. So we each roll 1d6. We add our leadership. As long as if you roll a 6, or if you equal or beat me, it stops. But otherwise, you take a mortal wound for every time we do it.
Okay, great.
So my leadership is 10.
So I got an 11.
So an 11 as well. So fails
right.
to go off. Basically.
All right. Awesome.
That's good. And I think that's the end of Psychic.
Okay.
So shooting. We'll start with this Goliath Rock Chuck.
Okay.
He's going to put the incinerator into this unit over here. So it's 2d6 shots. This is strength 5 versus toughness 3. 6 wounds, -1.
6 ups.
Oh, and 1.
Hey.
So
5 dead.
And then we're going to try this unit in here. So they're going to split fire. So the mining laser and the grenade launcher are going to fire through this room because they're inside, they can see out. They're going to fire at the tank commander, and everything else is firing to that spot over there.
Okay.
So mining laser is 1 shot, 4s. It misses, and I think we're just going to leave that. And then we've got, in that unit, we've basically got, everyone else has got auto guns, apart from the seismic. So there's 7 auto guns, 6 auto guns, and then a seismic cannon. So 6 auto guns on 4s, so 2 hits. Strength 3 versus toughness 3, so 2 wounds, 0 AP.
So 2 fail.
Seismic cannon is heavy 3. Oh, sorry, heavy 6 on long wave. So just 2 hits, and it's strength 3. So 1 wound at 0 AP.
So 5 up. Makes it.
So he's good. And then come around to the final unit. They're going to have to put all their shots basically into the squad that they can see in the ruins. So we'll start with the mining laser. So it's 1 shot, misses. We'll go with the regular shots. So 6 shots. Strength 3 versus toughness 3, so 3 saves. -4. Sorry.
-4.
Yeah, all rolls of 6 of them, -4 AP.
Yeah, so that's 3 dead.
We'll do the grenade launcher, a frag grenade, so 2 shots, 1 hit, 1 wound, 0 AP.
I think it's minimum 3, so you get extra.
Oh.
So
Another one, another wound.
Alright, so the grenade launcher did 2 wounds.
2 wounds, yeah.
One good, one dead.
And then I think the Weber is assault D3.
So 3.
So 3. So 1 hit, and then goes off the lowest of your strength or toughness. I assume it's the same at 3. And that is a wound.
So
0 AP.
Alright, so 5 up.
5 autogun shots, basically. Okay. And
are they rapid fire?
They are rapid fire. That should be 10 shots. 4s. And
1 down, 4s.
4s. So 3.
5 ups. Yep. Alright, 2 more.
2 more. And that is the end of shooting.
Alright.
Oh! Cowboy. The cowboy.
Oh, yep.
Mustn't forget the cowboy. So he basically gets... he's got 3 pistols. They're each pistol 2. Range 12. And we are going to split the attacks. So he's going to fire 2 pistols into one unit.
Okay.
And 1 pistol into the other unit.
Gotcha.
And basically they generate extra attacks on a hit, successful hit. So
okay.
This is the one into the back unit. It's 2 shots, hitting on 2s. So they both hit, and then 2 more. So it's 4 hits. And it's strength 4 versus toughness 3, so 3s. So 3 wounds at -1, I think.
Alright, so 5 ups? Or 6 ups? 3? Damage 1 or damage 2?
They're damage 2.
Damage 2, so that's all 3 dead.
The other 2 pistols firing, so 4 hits, generates 4 shots, which in turn will hit. So then 3s, 2 miss, so that's 6 -1.
Yep, they're wiped as well. I should have known it was going to be...
Glad to be rid of the mortars. Very glad to be rid of the mortars.
Well, I knew it was going to be bad as soon as you split the fire. I was like, okay, this is bad.
And that's the end of shooting.
Okay.
All the shooting done for Genestealer. So, charges.
Okay.
We are going to try 1 charge, which is Goliath Rock Truck into
the tank
commander. Really,
okay.
Theoretically could fail.
11, so it makes it. I'm going to use 2 command points. I'm going to Overwatch, and then I'm going to do defensive gunners.
Okay.
So the tank commander did defensive gunners and Overwatch, and only scored 4 wounds at AP 0 on the rock grinder.
Okay, so 4 ups, not a single one.
Wow.
And then they basically get ramshackle.
Gotcha.
So these are 6s, so 3 wounds go through.
Okay.
Which puts him down to 7 wounds remaining.
All right. So you rolled a 11. So...
I rolled an 11, so I'm pretty much in.
All right.
Rock Grinder basically gets D3 extra attacks on the charge.
Okay.
His Jaw Dozer Blade. So he gets the extra 1. And I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that.
Okay.
So it gets 2 extra attacks. Puts me down to 7 command points. So we'll have 8 attacks in total. Hitting on 4s. Oh, well, just 2. And it is strength 9 versus toughness, something less than that, I guess.
Yeah, toughness.
Yeah. So 1 wound, and it's -2 AP.
Okay, so 1 wound, 5 up. Alright, goes through.
And it's D3 damage.
Alright.
Of course, 1.
So he gets 3 attacks that hit on 6s. Hey, 1 hit. Strength. Something. Wounds.
So your tank commander is going to do more damage to me than I do on the charge. I see how this works. He is actually going to do that. So 1 damage each. Good charge.
Yep. All right, so now we'll move to morale. Unless you got something else.
No.
All right, so this squad lost. So they've got 8, so they're done. So they lost 6. So 6, their leadership. 7 with the sergeant. Hey!
Hey.
Got it. I'm going to spend 2 command points and auto pass this infantry squad.
Okay.
And then they lost 1. So they're good.
Okay.
All right, so I have moved both of these infantry squads into the ruins, and on that objective, I scored 30 points this turn because I had my company commander on that objective before I moved him. This infantry squad on this objective, so I controlled 2 objectives, which gave me 20 points, and I controlled more than Chris, so I got 30 points this turn. So this infantry squad is going to perform the recon action in this table quarter, and now I'll roll my strategic reserves. So I'm going to roll for my demolisher tank. He's coming in. My conscripts, they're coming in. My priest, he's coming in. And my commissar, not coming in.
Still late to the party.
So my demolisher tank came on right here. My Ministorian priest has popped into those ruins there. My conscripts have fit the best they could right there. And, I advanced my company commander over here so he can be within order range of these infantry squads here. So we'll move on to the psychic phase. I'm going to I'm going to cast...
Smite.
Yeah, Smite against the Kellermorph.
Yeah. And deny range is 18, right?
Yes. So you're in deny range?
No.
Oh. So 6, it goes off.
Goes off.
And then D3.
That's 2 wounds.
Okay. And then he's going to do the one that makes them fearless, Warp Charge 4. It goes off. So the conscripts are fearless. So I'll start the shooting phase off with some orders. I'm going to issue the smaller of the 2 units. Take aim, and on a 4+, it'll affect the larger of the 2 infantry squads. It affects them. And they'll shoot a frag missile into these acolytes.
Neophytes.
Calling
them wrong the whole time, so...
Oh, it's all good.
That hurts me. I'm sure.
So I'll shoot a frag missile into the neophytes. So D6 number of shots.
Well, they are 10.
Yeah. Oh, so minimum 3.
3.
Okay, I like that. So 3's rerolling once because they moved. So 1 hit, strength 4. So 3. Oh, off to a bad start. And then the las pistol and the las gun on that missile launcher team. 1 hit, strength 3. So I need a 4.
So
You're in cover.
4 up save. Nope. So 1 dead.
Cool. So now I can do overlapping fields of fire.
Okay.
So that'll give them +1 to hit.
Okay.
So I will issue first rank fire, second rank fire to the larger of the infantry squads. And on a 4-up, I'll be able to give them another order because of his relic or warlord trait. I can't remember which. He does not. So they will be doing first rank fire, second rank fire, and re-rolling 1s to hit. Frag missile, number of shots, 3 again. And then re-rolling 1s. So 3 hits, strength 4, so 3's to wound. 3 wounds.
3 wounds. No AP?
No AP.
So 4 up, so 2 more.
Then the plasma gun, I'll rapid fire it, but not supercharge. 2 hits. 1 wound. AP -3.
So it doesn't get save.
And then 20 lasgun shots. So with overlapping fields of fire and first rank fire, second rank fire, they got 8 wounds.
4 ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Wipe the dust.
The Ministorian Priest's last pistol hits. Need a 4. Wounds, AP 0.
AP 0. So 4 up. Yep.
Oh, It would have been cool if he killed the unit. Got some experience. So that's his order. So I'm going to issue... so now he also has the Warlord trait where he can issue an order. So he's going to issue first rank fire, second rank fire to the conscripts. So when I went down to look and see what the conscripts could see, only 3 of them could see the Keller morph, but with first rank fire, second rank fire, they were able to take him out. So now we'll move on to the tank commander. He will issue himself reroll hit rolls of 1.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with the Punisher Cannon into the Rock Grinder. He'll be getting -1 to hit, so he'll be hitting on 4.
So I'm going to play Evasive Driving on him for 1 CP. It basically means AP of -1 and -2 go to 0.
Okay.
So just going to help me with the heavy bolters. Assuming I survive, the Punisher can.
And I believe the heavy bolters are 2 damage now.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah. Oh, after the first volley from the Punisher Cannon, I got 3 wounds.
2 wounds, so 4 up. So 2 go through, and then 1 damage each.
Yep.
So effectively ramshackle, so 2 damage.
From the second volley, only 2 wounds.
So 4 ups. So 1 goes through, and then ramshackle. Nope. The wound down.
How many wounds does it have left?
3.
3. So the 9 heavy bolter shots, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Strength 5, so 5s again. So 2 at AP 0 because of your evasive driving.
So 1 goes through, and then it's 2 damage.
Yep.
So, hey,
1 damage.
1 damage. Definitely pretty heavily wounded.
Yep. And then the heavy stubber. 2 hits.
The heavy stubbor's going to do it.
1 wound. Yeah.
Whoops. No. And then ramshackle, no. So another wound.
Yeah. It's down to 1.
Down to 1.
All right. So now we'll move on to my Demolisher tank. So the Demolisher tank is going to shoot at these neophytes.
Yes, neophytes.
Neophytes in the ruins. So it'll be 6 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling. No reroll. So 3. Strength 10. So 2s. So 3 at -3.
Yep, so no save.
Second shot from the Demolisher. Number of shots for that one. So 2, 4s, 2s. Ow! The las cannon misses, and then the plasma cannons. So 10, hitting on 4s, moving on 2s. So 3.
What's the AP?
AP 3.
AP 3, so 3 more dead.
Alright, so how many did I kill?
You got rid of 6. You get close combat attack in this.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So 3 attacks. So I think you actually go first since you're the defending player.
Okay, so...
With the non-active.
He is severely wounded, which I think means that he's down to just D3 attacks. So he gets 2 attacks. And they are wounding on 4s, double 1, of course.
Right, so my 3 attacks hitting on 6s.
No.
Nothing. Alright, so we'll move to morale.
So that squad over there, yeah, they're gone. And this squad can't fail because they're within 6 inches of the Patriarch.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, it sucks is I don't get any experience from killing that.
For killing that unit.
So, alright, so we'll move on to Genestealercults, turn 2.
D6 slain troops to this unit.
Okay.
6.
So you're going to bring back 6 neophytes?
Yep. So the squad's back up to full strength again. That was 1 CP for that. I'm going to pay another CP to put him on top profile for the rest of this turn.
Okay.
So it puts me down to 4 CP, and I need to get the 1 for the beginning of the turn.
Yep.
I'm going to perform the action with this unit, the neophytes, on the objective.
Okay.
So he's going to move 12 inches.
Jeez.
So he's going to move up there. Strategic reserves.
Okay.
So the Abominant, no. And these guys are the Acolytes, yes.
So the Acolytes have appeared and they're on this tabletop edge.
And that's end of movement.
Okay.
Psychic from the Magus, Undying Vigor on my Patriarch.
Okay.
So that goes off. Then we're going to cast a Smite, which also goes off.
Okay.
So Smite hits Tank Commander for 2.
So my tank commander is down to 7 wounds.
Patriarch can redo is Smite.
Oh, super. Well, barrels too.
We're going to re-roll that. So it fails to go off,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So that's end of Psychic.
All right.
We're going to start with this unit.
Okay.
So they've got Hand Flamers, which now on their new rules
12 inches.
basically goes to 12 inches.
Yep.
So 3 of them can see this unit,
Okay.
and 1 of them can see your
Okay.
character.
Yeah, my psyker.
So we're going to split it like that.
Okay.
So 3 of them, so that's 3d6. So 9. So 9 shots. It's strength 3. This is toughness 3. So 4, so it's 5.
5, and they're in cover. Oh, 4 ups. So 3.
There we go. And then the one guy, 6.
Oh, this is against my psyker?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 go through.
Okay. He's got a... I think he's just a 5 up armor. He's a 2, so he's down to 2 wounds.
Okay. So we're going to use stratagem, basically overcharge weaponry. So that puts me down to 3 CP. Basically it adds 1 to the wound roll.
Okay.
And we're going to put the clearance incinerator into the commander.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to put the heavy stubber into this unit here.
Okay.
So 3 shots on the heavy stubber. 4s. So 1.
It's -1 when you're
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
And then 2d6 on the clearance incinerator. So that's 7. Automatic hits. This
Okay.
is strength 5 versus toughness 8. So normally be wounding on 5s. Plus 1, so 4s. So that's 3 at -1.
So 4 ups. So 1 goes through.
That's damage.
So what's he down to? 6.
This unit at las cannon and the crack missile launcher will go into the tank over there,
Okay.
and everything else is going to go into this unit, right? Las cannon into the thing,
Tank.
so it misses.
Okay.
So it's crack missile.
Okay.
And then it's 6 for the seismic cannon. Auto guns are all the same profile.
Okay.
Again, hitting with 4s, not a single hit.
Oh my gosh.
Their shooting is absolutely atrocious. Right, that's fine. And that's end of shooting.
Okay.
So charges.
Yep.
We're going to charge the Patriarch into this unit on here.
Yep.
Is that 1 unit in there?
It's 2 units.
2 units.
So this is the 2nd unit.
Okay.
Just 2
we'll
guys.
go into both units for
Okay.
the sake of it. And the neophytes over there.
Okay, so the neophytes are going to charge the conscripts.
Actually, we'll do both.
Okay.
Right. So start with the Patriarch.
Wow.
We're going to have to spend a CP to re-roll that. I don't want him hanging out in the wind. So he's in. And these guys are now going to have to make a 9-inch charge with no re-roll. So I really hope they're going to do it. And they're not.
All right.
And I think that's the end of charges.
Great. So, combat.
So, combat. So, Patriarch basically gets 6 attacks, heading on 2s. We'll put it into the full squad, the 7 squad.
Okay.
So, hitting on 2s, everything hits. And then he is strength 6. So, wounding on 2s.
Yep.
Unbelievable. I get to re-roll fail wound rolls.
Okay.
For this, so thank goodness. so all hit, and it's -3 AP.
So 3 at -3 is 3 dead.
6 at -3.
Oh, 6. Yeah, 6 at -3 is everybody but somebody. All right, so it's my turn to pick a combat, and I will pick my tank commander. So hitting on 6s. Oh, nothing.
Okay, and then because this guy, the Goliath Rockbuck, is fighting on full profile right now, he is going to go back to 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. Hey.
Oh gosh.
And then it is strength 9, so wounding on 3s. Hey. So 5 at -2.
Okay. So it's not just a charge bonus thing. That's like a.
This is just around. Yeah,
it's just
gets
it's always
D3 extra attacks
on the charge. Wow.
He's still at 6 on his.
Oh wow.
Oh, good grief.
So 1 goes through.
1 goes through. Now, and that is.
Wait, -3.
-2.
Okay, yeah. Wow. One goes through.
And then it's D3 damage, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So he's down to 4. I'll just roll both of these squads together because there's no way they can kill him. With the Minister and Priest, they all get an extra attack. So it's 3 extra attacks. And they're re-rolling hit rolls because they got charged.
Okay.
And then toughness
5.
So 5s. So 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
From the guardsmen.
And 0 AP.
Yep, 0 AP.
So 4 ups. No. And then 1 damage each.
Yep.
So this is the Undying Vigor. So no, so he takes 2 wounds.
Wow.
So it's down to 3.
Alright, guardsmen.
Go the guardsmen.
We'll need to move to morale. Conscripts are fearless, so they don't need a morale check. And then this poor sergeant definitely needs one. He's going to need a 1 or he's going to run away. Oh my gosh, he did it.
Unbelievable. The heroes.
Alright, and then that squad didn't lose anybody. So I think that's it for morale.
Yep.
So now we'll move on to Imperial Guard, turn 3. So at the start of my command phase, I get 30 points again, since I'm on 2 objectives. And I'll move on to the movement phase. So here we are after the movement phase. My commissar came in. He hopped in over there so he can give some leadership to the conscripts if I don't get my psychic power off. And I move this tank over so he can see this Patriarch. I've fallen out of combat with the Patriarch so that my guardsmen don't get in the way of the Demolisher cannon. Stayed in combat with that truck with my tank commander so I can try shooting it again. And my Minister and Priest has performed the action, the recon action, in this table quarter. So we'll move on to shooting. We'll start with orders. I'm going to issue get back into the fight to the missile launcher and sergeant squad. So they'll get to shoot even though they fell back, but at -1. So I'm going to start with a crack missile. And on a 4-up, they'll be affected by another order. So they'll get re-roll hit rolls of 1. So, crack missile misses, and 3 las gun shots. 1 hit, and wounds.
This is on the Patriarch, right?
Yes.
So, nope, fails, and then 1 damage, so nope, goes through.
Wow.
It's not doing great on his saves.
So next I'll issue take aim to this infantry squad right here for my Primaris Psyker. So I'm going to do reroll all misses against these neophytes. I'll shoot a frag missile at the neophytes.
Okay.
Number of shots, 5. Hitting on 4s, rerolling all misses. So 4 hits.
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3, so 3s. So 3 wounds. AP 0.
1 save to go through.
1 plasma gun shot. Miss it. Rerolling all misses. Nope. So he's going to do Strike and Shroud on himself, so he'll launch his smoke launchers after he shoots. So the tank commander is down to 4 wounds, so he's hitting on 4s. So I'll start with the Punisher Cannon. So after the first volley, we have 3 wounds at AP 0.
So 4 up, so that's the one that goes through, unless it's a 6. No.
All right.
So does he blow up? No.
Oh, thank God.
That would have been good.
Now we'll get to the exciting shooting of this tank at the Patriarch. I'm going to shoot everything at the Patriarch.
Come on, he needs to make some good saves now.
So the Demolisher Cannon, D6 number of shots. So he's going to be shooting twice, I'll just fast roll it. It's a 5. So 5 shots hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. No reroll because I moved. Alright, strength 10, so 2s. 1 wound, AP minus 3.
So Sonny's invulnerable, which he does.
Alright, las cannon. Misses. And then plasma cannons. So 4 shots. 2 hits. Strength 7.
Oh.
1 at minus 3.
So 5 up invulnerable, which he makes. At last, some saves.
Yeah, now he's making his saves.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to charge with my priest into the Patriarch. Alright, he makes it. Alright, so the priest is going to attack the Patriarch. He's got 5 attacks, hitting on 4s, rerolling all misses. Oh, 2 hits.
2 hits.
Strength 3.
So 1 wound.
1 wound.
So any AP?
No AP.
So I think this is a 4. So it's fine. Alright.
Alright.
So he's going to strike back, and I think is your priest the only thing in?
Yep, only thing in combat.
Okay, so 2s. And then 6, I think 2s. So
yep.
5. Whilst 4 of them at minus 3, D3 damage, and then 1 at minus 6.
D3 damage? Flat 3. Okay. So here's the flat 3, 4 up invuln. Alright, he's good. And then the other 4 up invulns. Oh my gosh.
Good grief.
The Emperor's with him.
This is going to be another epic combat over here.
Yeah.
Now man to man, or man to Genestealer.
Do you have morale on them?
Yes. So
okay.
They're fine.
Okay.
It's 3.
Alright. So
Okay.
we'll move on to Genestealercults' turn.
3.
So here we are at the end of the Genestealer movement phase. These guys use genetic lineage to advance and be able to charge later. They only got 1 on their advance roll though, so they didn't move very quick. And then these neophytes have moved out of the cover and gonna crash into the conscripts, it looks like.
We hope.
Alright, so now on to Psychic.
So we'll do Undying Vigor on these guys.
Okay.
So that goes off. And then we will do Psychic Stimulus. So that goes off as well. Should have done the Super Smite. And then the Patriarch over there is going to cast Smite.
Okay.
Goes off.
So.
And D3.
Yep. On my priest.
Priest. So 3.
He's down to 1 wound.
And that's the end of Psychic.
Okay.
Shooting. Shoot the hand flamers. So they've got 2 hand flamers between them. I'm going to put all the shots into this unit here.
This infantry squad right here?
Yeah. So it's 2d6 auto hits. So 7. 4s. So 3 wounds.
AP?
0 AP.
Okay, so 5 ups. Wow.
Well, one.
Alright, just 1 wound.
Mining laser, seismic cannon, and the grenade launcher are all going into your tank commander.
Okay.
Everything else is going to go into your conscripts.
Okay, so the tank commander, the shots at him will be at -1.
-1. Okay, so this is a mining laser, so it's going to hit on 5. Yay! And it's probably going to wound on that.
Yep.
So it's -3.
So 6 up.
Oh,
Hey!
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Crack missile. Oh, crack grenade. Sorry. So
Hits.
it's a hit. And
Strike 6.
6, so
Needs a 5.
Needs a 5. And then 3 shots from the seismic cannon. So this is the short wave. So 1 hit. And it's strength 6. So wound. And it's at -1.
4 up.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's all good.
His armor is strong.
And then the remaining guys, so there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of them with auto guns. These are on the conscripts. And it's strength 3 versus toughness 3, so looking for 4s. So 4, 0 AP.
So 4 5 ups. 4 dead.
And then pistol from the leader, so 1 shot and no wound. That's all our shooting done.
Okay.
So charges. We're going to charge these 3 neophytes into both your psyker and your commissar.
Okay.
We're going to charge the abominant into the commissar.
Okay.
And hybrids or neophytes into this group, and we may as well put our magus in to the same group.
Okay.
Acolyte hybrids. So yes, so I get a 10-inch charge. We're going to do the abominant, so he needs like a 9, which he fails. And I will CP reroll, so that puts me down to 2 CP. That's an 8, so he's not in. The neophytes into the squad conscript, so they make it in our 6.
I'm gonna use my last 2 command points to do Overwatch and Grenadiers.
Okay.
So Grenadiers lets me use up to 10 models who have grenades to throw grenades, and then
Okay.
so we'll be back after I roll all that. So after all those shots, I only got 3 wounds.
So here we go. Saves and 5 ups. No, so 2 go through, and then Undying Vigor gives my 5 up, feel no pain. So 1 goes through. Now the magus into the same unit, which does not go, and I've used my reroll, so he's going to be hanging out there in no man's land. That's not going to be a fantastic place for him in about 1 round. Okay, I think that's charges done. So, fight sequence. So let's start with the Patriarch. He preternatural speed, so he always counts as effectively as charging.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he's always fights first in the combat phase. So he's 6 attacks and hitting on 2s. And then he gets to reroll a failed. So that's 5. So 4 at -3 D3, and one is at -6.
4 ups. He's dead. He only had 1 wound left.
We'll do this fight next. Okay. So I charged both in the hope that I was going to take 2 out, because that's 2 characters and that's good experience for the unit. I think we'll put 2 of them into the Psyker then, and one of them into
the commissar.
The 2 normal ones. Basically gets 2 attacks. They're attacking for all intents and purposes with cultist knives for this first one. So his weapon skill is 3, so need a hit. And then the other guy has got a heavy rock saw. So he gets 2 attacks. Hit on 3, so both hit. It's going to be strength 8, so winning on 2s. And then it's -4 and 2 damage each.
Okay.
Which I think kills him.
Yep.
And then the leader has 3 attacks with Lash Whip and Bone Sword. So he gets 1 hit and fails to wound.
Alright.
So the neophytes.
Yep.
So I think they can all fight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The leader gets extra attacks, so that's 10, and then he's using a chain sword, which gives him another. So it should be on 11. Hitting 4s. And then I think 1 wound goes through.
Okay.
0 AP.
5 up. That's good.
Okay. And I think that is all combats and everything done.
So I'll pile in and strike back with the conscripts. Conscripts piled in and struck back and took out 2?
Yep.
Alright, now we've got the commissar attacking back here. So the commissar gets 3 attacks, nothing. So at the end of combat, I lost my priest and my Primaris Psyker, and then I took out 2 of these neophytes here. So we'll move on to Imperial Guard turn 4. At the end of my command phase, I got another 30 points for being on 2 objectives, and I had no actions to perform, but I fell out of combat with my conscripts so I can light them up with my, like those neophytes up with my Punisher. Fell out of combat with my commissar so he can spread his leadership to these 2 squads. I've moved my company commander up here because he'll sacrifice himself as well if it comes to it, if I can't kill that patriarch again. So we'll start shooting with orders. I'm going to do take aim to the squad with the missile launcher. On a 4-up, they'll be affected by another order. And they'll get reroll wound rolls of 1. And on a 4-up, this order affects the sergeant over there. He's affected by reroll wound rolls of 1. So I'm going to shoot a crack missile, rerolling all misses. Hits. Strength 8, so 3s. Wounds. -2.
So 5-up and vulnerable.
Of course. Then las guns, 3 shots because the pistol and the gun, rerolling all misses. 2 hits. Strength 3, so I need 5s. No wounds. And then he's going to issue take aim to the sergeant. He misses, so he rerolls. Alright. Off to a good start. So I'm going to start with I'm also going to shoot the Demolisher at the Patriarch. So 2d6 number of shots because I'm shooting it twice. There we go.
Oh, that's healthy.
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. So strength 10, so 2s. So 2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 5-ups, come on. Right.
Alright. 2d6 damage. Does he not? He doesn't feel no pain?
He doesn't have the feel no pain this round, right?
Okay.
So,
alright.
Unfortunately gone.
So now we'll do this infantry squad into those things.
Acolytes.
Acolytes. Alright, so a rapid fire plasma gun. Do they feel no pain or anything?
No.
Okay. So not supercharging, but rapid firing. So 2 hits, strength 7, so 2s or 3s?
2s.
Okay, so 2 wounds, AP minus 3.
So they get a 6 up invulnerable, but neither one made it. So we will take off the leader on the other guy.
All right, and then a last pistol hits.
Oh, the last pistol.
A 4.
Oh. Hey. I've been an ignominious end.
So I'm gonna shoot the tank commander. So I'm gonna put the stubber into the last remaining acolyte. I'll put the Punisher and 1 heavy bolter into the neophytes and 2 heavy bolters into the magus. All right, so I'll start with the stubber into the acolytes. 3s, so 1 wound, so AP 0.
Yes.
All right, so he lives. So 2 heavy bolters into the magus. So rerolling 1s. So 3 hits. Strength 5. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
AP minus 1.
So he's on 6 up. Is fine. So
okay, so he takes 4 damage.
4 damage, which I think is him. Done. Yes.
Okay. New heavy bolter's working out. All right. I'll go ahead and shoot the last heavy bolter into the neophytes. Rerolling 1s. Nothing. Because he's bracketed. And then the Punisher.
18 saves, 0 AP to save 7 guys.
Yep.
Right, so a lot of fire-ups. Oh, that's not too bad. Actually, do they have the Undying Vigor? I think they have Undying Vigor on that unit.
Yes.
Still, so these would be, they're 1 damage each, right? So these are 5 up, feel no pains. 4 die, leaving just 3 left.
Wow. So after 18 wounds, only 4 died. I've shot down, Commissar fell out of combat, so that's the end of shooting.
End of shooting?
Yep. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so it's now just about the pride and seeing if we can get some characters. So flamer from the acolyte into the commissar.
Yep.
So D6 shots, 3 shots, strength 3.
So 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 0 AP.
All right, 5 ups. Hey!
Oh, unbelievable. And then we're going to have this squad shoot into them. We are going to do the stratagem extra explosives. So I'm going to use CP for that. Up to 10 models with a grenade can fire a grenade. We've only got 4 of them left. They all do have grenades.
Oh, cool, it's like Grenadiers. For
yeah. And this unit is over 10, so it's maximised, right?
Yep.
So that's basically 12, 24 shots.
I'm going to do the stratagem take cover, which adds 1 to my armor save.
Okay. 4s. That is absolutely appalling roll. And strength 3, so we're looking for 4s. So we get, after all that, 5. 0 AP.
5 4-ups. 2.
2. Okay. And that is the end of shooting.
Okay. Any charges?
So, yeah, we're going to do some charges. The most important one is, well, we'll start with the Acolyte. The Acolyte is going to charge your Commissar and your tank.
Okay.
So, he gets in against both. We're going to have this unit charge the conscripts.
Okay.
Desperate bid to cause more than 6 casualties in a round, and hopefully we've got 4 more to get in close combat. Come on, guys, I believe. And then the Abominant is going to charge your tank commander. This is the one. So that is not it. So I'm spending my very last command point on my reroll. Oh.
Ugh.
And the Abominant has never done well for me in games, and he is just going to sit out there. So,
poor guy.
Yeah. We will do. We've only got 2 attacks. 2 attacks with the Uroxor. Again, both go into your Commissar. So 1 hits and probably wounds.
Yeah.
-4.
All right. How much damage?
2 damage.
2 damage. So he's down to 1 wound.
Okay. And then I've got my 4 neophytes. So they've got 6 attacks. I've got to pick up 4 kills for this. And this is not going to be it. So 3 hit and just 1 wound, 0 AP.
Okay, 5 up. Nope, another one down. I'll pile in and strike back.
Okay.
The conscripts piled in and struck back and killed all but 1. So now we'll move on to Imperial Guard turn 5.
Commissar versus...
Oh, Commissar, yeah.
And your tank.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like the tank probably only has 1 attack. I don't know. Wounds.
It's going to be a tank.
Yeah, the tank hits and wounds.
And kills him.
And kills him.
That's
amazing.
unbelievable.
Tank struck back and killed the Acolyte, and now the Commissar doesn't have anybody to fight. So,
yep.
So for morale, the conscripts lost 3, but they're next to that Commissar, so their leadership 9, so they're fine. So he passes leadership. And we'll move on to Imperial Guard turn 5.
This is now all going to be about, can you bring the Abominant down in the final turn and score yourself another Assassin's point?
Yeah. I get 30 more points at the end of my command phase, and then movement, I'm just going to stay put with just about everybody, and then I'm going to move to shooting. I'm going to start with my Punisher into the Abominant.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the heavy bolters. So hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Wow. My rolling is insane this game. 3s, or is he toughness 5?
He is toughness 5. Yes.
Okay, so 1 wound, AP -1. But you're in cover.
So he gets 5 up save, which he fails. And
2
then
damage.
He gets an Abominant Shrug, basic. It's only 1 damage, because he reduces all damage by 1.
Gotcha. Okay.
In fact, I completely messed that up because he has a 4-up save. So the save was fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
He has a relic, Mark of the Clawed Omnissiah, which gives him a 4-up invulnerable.
Okay, cool. So he made his save. Then we'll do the Stubber. Rerolling 1s. So 2 hits. Strength 4, so 5s. Nothing. And then the Punisher. So 20 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
Oh, good roll.
Wounding on 4s. 8 so far.
Right. So remember it. So he's on a 4-up invulnerable because of relic. Full go through, and then it's 1 damage each.
Yep,
right?
1 damage each.
And then so effectively he's got a 5-up shrug. So 2 wounds, which puts him down to 3 wounds remaining.
Okay, he's a lot stronger than I thought he was.
Yeah, he's never done anything for me, but he is very difficult to kill.
So volley number 2. So after volley number 2, we got 8 wounds.
4-ups.
Wow.
So he only failed 1, and then he gets his 5-up shrug, so he doesn't take any
Nothing.
damage.
All right. I'm going to supercharge this plasma over here. Rerolling 1s because I'm a Cadian.
Luckily.
Yeah. All right, 2 hits. Strength 8. So 1 wound.
So,
-3.
So 4-up invulnerable. It's fine.
Okay. And that's all my guns. So we'll move to combat.
Yeah. One guy.
Yeah.
With a lot of attacks incoming.
So 2 wounds coming in on the neophyte.
Okay. So fails both of them. Nothing I can do about it.
So that's the end of Imperial Guard turn 5.
Turn 5. Okay. Well, this is going to be a very quick turn. He he heals D3 lost wounds at the beginning. Exactly the same result.
So 2.
It's nice. So he goes back up to 5.
Great.
He's going to come down here with his 6-inch move to be as close as he can. He's actually inside that building, so he just comes out. And no shooting or anything, but he's going to charge the tank commander and the commissar.
Yep.
He almost can't fail it, but he still managed a valiant effort at failing that roll.
Yep.
But he's in against both.
Yep.
So he does not have a fantastic number of attacks. He's only got 3 attacks with his power sledgehammer, and he's going to put all of those into the tank commander.
Okay.
And then he's got 2 attacks with familiar claws, and he's going to put both of those into the commissar.
Cool.
So the 3 attacks, he basically hits on 4s, and it is strength 12 versus toughness 8, so probably 3s.
Yep.
So both wounds, it's -3.
So 6 ups. All right, failed them.
And then it's 2d6, minimum 3 on each. So
Okay,
8
so 6.
damage.
Yeah. So 8.
So
Does he
blow up? Be ironic.
Nope, he does not blow up.
And then I get my 2 attacks with familiar claws. So these are hitting on 3s, so both hit. And strength 4 versus toughness 3, so 1 wound.
All
He's
right.
got 1 wound left. This is 0 AP. This is going to be the hero on my last turn. Take down another cat.
5 up.
Oh!
Hey!
Survives. Late to the party, and he survives.
Yeah.
And that's
it. Yep. And I'm not gonna bother attacking back because I can't kill him. So.
Yeah. So that was good.
Yeah.
That was an excellent game.
Yeah, good game. So.
Few mistakes along the way. I think you forgot your psychic phase
Yeah.
in one round. I managed to forget my undying vigor on my neophytes over there once. But yeah, I think you were sweeping the game pretty much from turn 3 onwards for points. So I was really just playing for the XP.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that'll be good.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky with my rolls and stuff, but welcome to the channel and thanks for playing.
Appreciate it. Great game.
Yeah, it's great having you.
Yeah.